How y'all doing?
Hey Matthew, how are you?
Good.
Yeah, so just kind of reflect maybe on your first part of your UCF career, because I know you've come in and I know 2022 you were playing a bunch. Obviously this past season you're one of the main guys on that defensive line. Just kind of reflect how's it been being a UCF Knight in your last couple of years?
It's been very fun and exciting. I love the atmosphere. I love the coaches, the staff. Just playing with my brothers every day. It's an awesome feeling, honestly, and I just can't wait to see what we do this upcoming season.
Matthew, what have you seen from your fellow defensive lineman? What do you think this group is, the strength of this group moving forward?
Fast. We got guys flying around everywhere, honestly, and I love this. I love that for my brothers, honestly. And this new defense got us going or playing more in the backfield, making more destruction in the backfield, and I love that.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about the defense, especially last season. How do you use what happened last season to motivate you for this season?
We definitely use that as fuel because we feel like we left a lot of meat on the bone. So we use that as energy and determination. So we just want to strive and work harder every day, throughout every day.
So you redshirted what, in 2021, I think, and so you played a bunch of the last 2 seasons. What kind of stands out to you these past years? Was there a game that you had maybe where you started to put more of it together? Like, what's kind of been the highlight of your career so far?
I feel like the Oklahoma State game. I feel like that was my best game. Honestly, it was just a great feeling knowing that was like a top 25 team, and that was honestly my best game. So it was a really good feeling coming off that field, knowing that I'm finally getting things together, putting the pieces together.
Was there like a play you had in that game? Was it like a stop or a tackle or anything that sticks out?
It was just maybe when I primary, secondary, and then I fell into the running back. He fell down, yeah.
Matthew, I know Coach Mo has been working with you guys on some MMA style work with your hands. How has that been going, and have you noticed a difference out on the field?
Oh yes, most definitely. Because when we pass rush, I'm able to use my hands a little bit more and see the offensive guard's hands and stuff like that more, and it just allows me to develop my pass rush better.
Coach Roof was just talking about the difference between effort and straining. How does that translate for you? Do you feel yourself in practice straining?
Yeah, most definitely. Because I know if I'm not, it's going to come up on the film. You know, he's going to say, "You guys train harder." So I'm always thinking in the back of my head, like, I gotta go.
How competitive are those defensive tackles? You got Ricky and Lee, and then John and all those guys, Derek.
Yeah, it's real competitive, honestly, because and the next man, he's trying his best. So you just always got to make sure you push your hardest and your best every time.
What have you seen from KJ Jefferson? Obviously, you got a chance to go against him. What stood out to you about him at quarterback?
Honestly, I just feel like he's a big dude. So him able to move like that is honestly kind of like crazy to me. It's like, oh my God, when I see him moving like that. But yeah, he's a great dude. He's a good dude. He's been balling for sure.
Describe the scrimmage. How was it different leading up to the practices and then you got to the scrimmage situation?
Well, obviously the tackling part, we don't usually get to do that a lot, obviously. But I feel like the scrimmage just allows us to fly around a little bit more. Like I said, we was just flying around, being excited, having fun. And I feel like sometimes practice it gets a little repetitive, so I feel like that scrimmage kind of like upped our energy a little bit more.
What feedback did you hear from coaches about the scrimmage?
There was some here and there mental errors, but but in the end I felt like the effort was there. We was just a little bit mental errors, but we're gonna get that together for sure.
When you look around on defense and your teammates, who's been having a really good spring? Like, who's kind of stood out to you? Maybe any newcomers, young guys, returners?
Okay, yeah, most definitely Andrew Rump. I feel like he's been stepping up a lot. He's honestly taking that next step, honestly, and I love that for him. We're looking for that next guy, and I feel like he's taking that next step, and I'm excited to see what he does.
What's kind of been the biggest key for you to come in and play a big role? Because I know you redshirted, and then that next year, you were playing a whole bunch of football. I think you were one of the, I don't know if you guys look at PFF or stuff. I know you were the highest graded defensive player. So how big was that for you to come in and play so much so early on?
I loved it, honestly. It just made me want to work harder and harder. I do feel like I could have played in the backfield a little bit more, make a little bit more big plays, but my all-in-all goal is just to be there for my brothers and make sure they get most out of me.
You talked about that. I'm going to ask about the MMA question with the hands. Is it something that you guys feel like this can help you? I know in the scrimmage you guys had a lot more, you were in the backfield a lot more. Is that something you guys feel can help you with that?
Oh yeah, most definitely, yeah. Because I feel like sometimes I feel like we don't usually work on passes a lot. So I feel like that helps us more and get our technique better and be able to move our hands and get in the backfield more like you just said.
How did you approach the weight room, working out in the off-season, being better and stronger for this camp?
So I was going to the weight room. I approached it like I just need to get more stronger and bigger a little bit more. I feel like sometimes they're a little bit bigger, but the way I approach it, I feel like I just need to get stronger and better, just work hard every day in the weight room for sure.
Do you feel the results now?
Yes, of course, yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you want to gain, or did you want to? Was there something?
Just to gain a little bit more.
Where
I didn't
you
want to get 290.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about wanting to play more in the backfield. I think you
Yeah.
had one sack last
Yeah.
year. That's been your only sack, right?
Yeah.
Through 2 years. So that's something you want to add to
for
that
sure,
number
yeah,
this
for
year.
sure, yeah. Yeah, my little celebration. Yeah, I want to get a little bit more.
If this line and this defense improve, what will we see?
We'll definitely see a lot more TFLs and sacks. I feel like the way this defense is structured, I feel like it's going to allow us to get in the backfield a lot more, especially way more. And I feel like we could do really big things this upcoming season.
So what's different?
It's way more blitzes and pressure. They got us moving more as opposed to last year. We was more so like staying still in the blocks, but he got us moving a lot more. So I feel like that can definitely improve and get our stats a little bit higher.
The
Stuff
run
like that.
Feel with doing that.
I love it, honestly. I really love it. It's really exciting just knowing that I get to move around and fly around.
The run defense. How does that help with the run defense factor of it all?
I feel like so basically when we have a double team, sometimes the lines stay on us, but the way he got the linebackers, they're shooting the gap, so it takes more pressure off of us. So and I love that. I really do. That helps us a lot more.
A lot of the guys have talked about how last season you guys kind of felt like you underachieved, like you should have been better than you 6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the goals? What are the objectives? What do you want to accomplish this season?
Me personally?
Oh, I guess both. I mean, you personally and I guess team.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the goals we should have, honestly, we just need to stick through it throughout the whole season, no matter, depending on ups and downs, because sometimes I feel like when we're down, sometimes we can stay there, but I feel like we need to reach that level to where when something bad happens, we need to be able to get back up and just keep on fighting.
What's Coach Roof like?
He's a very good dude, very solid guy. He's very genuine. He wants the best out of everybody, for sure.
How would you say your relationship is developing with him?
So he's actually from Lawrenceville and I'm from Beaufort. So basically we have that connection. He knows some guys that went to my school, stuff like that. So he's kind of chopping it up about who we know and stuff like that.
How do you like Coach Martin? What kind of relationship do you have with your?
Oh, he's a great dude. I love him. He's a great technician. He's a great leader. I knew him way before I even got here as well. So we already had that connection. He's real close to my family and my mom and dad. Yeah, he's a great dude.
So how did you know him before that? Did he recruit you? Or
Yeah,
at
he
his
recruited
previous
me
school.
at Western Kentucky. Yes, sir. Yes, he
Okay.
did. I used to talk to him a little bit. And so funny thing, I was driving. I forgot he got the job. So I was driving. I got a call from him. I was like, well, he called me. I thought he was at Western Kentucky. I was like,
Yeah.
What's up, coach? And then he was like, yeah, man, what's up, man? He called. I was like, oh, snap, I forgot.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that was a cool little experience. I was like, oh, shoot, I forgot. He's a good coach. So I was excited.
So I mean, I'm sure at that time there's questions in your mind. You committed to the previous staff,
Yeah.
right? So you're kind of wondering, what's it going to be like? And then when he got the job, I mean,
Yeah.
that kind of like reassured.
Yeah,
everything
for
about
sure.
UCF,
Yeah,
right?
real for sure. Yeah, real for sure. Because I didn't know what was going into it, but then he called me. I was like, okay, I know I'm in good hands because he's a good coach and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Paul Rubel was talking about the family nature of the program.
Yeah.
What is it you like about that?
Honestly, they just make it to where we're all brothers and all know each other and hang out and stuff like that, get to know one another and be able to like understand where everybody comes from. And I feel like that's really important to understand where somebody's coming from.
How important is that, especially when you're mixing in a bunch of transfers? Building that team chemistry.
Yeah, that's very important because some guys have different mindsets here and there. So I feel like if in order to have a great product, you need to have everybody stick together as one.
Do you guys do any sort of go out to eat, whatever? Do you guys cookouts? What do you guys do maybe to kind of build some of that bond and chemistry between each other?
So the defense, they have like certain events where we go to, maybe go to coach's house, have a little cookout, fish like you see on story, Coach Martin story. Yeah, it's things like that.
Are you much of a fisherman, or are you learning?
Not really. I need to get into it. I've always been interested. I need to get into it. I need somebody to teach me. Yeah, I need to get into it. Nah.
So you don't have a really
Yeah, I don't. I need to get one though. When we come back, we're gonna get one. We're gonna get one. Yeah, we're gonna get
What
one.
are your interests when you're not playing football? What do you like to do?
I like to play video games a lot. I'm pretty sure y'all probably hear that a lot, but yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
big video game guy. I play Madden, 2K, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So how excited are you with the NCAA college football game?
Oh, really? So I get to play it myself? Yeah, I'm really excited on that
So
one.
you signed up to play for it?
Yeah, I definitely did. Most definitely. That's a great opportunity for me.
Are the guys talking a
everybody.
lot about that? Is that?
Oh, yeah. They're really excited about that. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
You know that game's made here in Orlando.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
The game is
yeah.
made here in Orlando. Actually,
Okay,
they
yeah.
used the stadium for some of the prep
Oh,
work.
sure. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, that's cool. That's real cool.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Thanks
man.